Happy holidays, folks. We're back with another holiday reaction, and we're going to listen to another one from Ray Charles and his 1976 album, The Spirit of Christmas. I've known Ray Charles' music for a long time, but as I think I mentioned when I did a reaction to, or two reactions to this album last holiday season, this is not one I remember listening to growing up, though it does come from my parents' collection, so I don't know if it just wasn't in the rotation all that much, or if it just didn't work its way into my holiday memories. But of course, I'm very keen to hear his blues and or soul-oriented approach to a number of these songs, though there's a few on here that I don't recognize by title, so I don't know if that means they're originals by Ray, or at least they're in the more modern canon of Christmas songs rather than those that, are a bit, let's say, more traditional. Nevertheless, I am keen to hear his take on Santa Claus Is Comin to Town, and it's comin like C-O-M-I-N apostrophe, which feels like, number one, already the Christmas song itself is a bit lighter and more poppy type of Christmas song, and then thinking of him taking it with his incredible voice and maybe giving it some jazz and or blues stylings, I'm very excited to hear, so let's listen to it. This is Ray Charles from his 1976 album, The Spirit of Christmas, and it's his version of Santa Claus Is Comin to Town.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Look at him. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. He's gonna know who's been naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Do you hear me? Well, listen. He knows if you're sleeping. Yeah, he knows if you're awake. And he knows if you've been good or bad. So you better be good for goodness sake. Hey, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, look out. Here he comes. I tell you, he knows if you're sleeping. Yeah, he knows if you're awake. They tell me he even knows if you're good or bad. So you better be good for goodness sake. Girls and boys, you better watch out. And you better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why now. Santa Claus is coming to town. You know, it's supposed to be a secret, but I can't keep it just to myself. Santa is coming to town. You know, kids, you better be good. I'm talking about showing off good. Santa Claus coming to town. You know, if you want everything you want, Santa Claus, the man is coming to town. I'm gonna say it just one more time here. Santa Claus, he's coming to town.
Oh, Ray, just masterful, so fun, very smooth and jazzy and light. And I love what he does vocally and lyrically. Like vocally, there's moments where he sounds like he's almost speaking, and indeed, there are like asides, more on that in a moment. But even when he's singing, there's some speak singing, there's lines that he speeds up, he goes through a bit more quickly than a regular or standard version of this tune. There are times where he extends a couple syllables or notes in a larger melodic line that are, again, a bit different than the way this one is usually performed. And obviously that feels a bit improv jazzy, which is very much, par for the course. And he also has a number of vocalizations, just, some kind of jazz or blues singer shouts or vocalizations. There's a couple moments where he's like breaking the fourth wall and he's talking to us directly, like, hey, do you hear me? Listen, let me just say this one more time. And even some adjustments to lines, like, Santa Claus, the man is coming to town, rather than just the standard Santa Claus is coming to town. And yes, I just love all the little vocal and lyrical flourishes and unique takes that he does here, which is very much, number one, reflective of his larger music, as I've heard it. I don't know a whole lot of Ray Charles, but I have heard some of his non-holiday tunes. I think I did a reaction to Mess Around. That's probably my all-time favorite, but yes, he obviously, has a very popular, regular catalog of music. But yeah, I really love what he does with this tune, which, already is a sort of fun and light holiday song, and then he takes that into the fun, light, jazzy realm, which I absolutely love. So yeah, a really cool performance. I'm looking forward to going through at least a couple more tunes from this holiday season, and that'll mean we're about halfway through the album overall. In fact, I think maybe not even quite that, because it has 10 or 11 tunes? It's got 10, and this means we've now done 3. So yeah, if I do 1 or 2 more, we'll be roughly halfway through, which means there's at least a few for the next couple holiday seasons. So from Luca and I, happy holidays, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, I'm not done. You know why I'm not done? Because right when I was about to finish, I forgot. I assume that's Ray on the organ, the Wurlitzer, some type of electric keyboard, and not only does he play the main melody very compellingly, but he obviously flourishes and does some improvisational elaborations on top of the regular melody, some jazzy flourishes. So I absolutely love that, and I'm glad that I remembered so that I don't just have to write it in the description. Okay, for real this time, have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Peace.